Welcome to my channel Valuable Coins, All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. The United States has a rich history when it comes to coins, with each piece telling a story about the nation's past. Among the many fascinating coins that have captured the imagination of collectors and numismatists alike, the Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny stands out as one of the most iconic. Produced for many years, these pennies have not only become symbols of American heritage but also incredibly valuable items in the world of coin collecting. One penny, in particular, has stirred up a lot of excitement in recent years. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny. To truly understand what makes the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny so special, let's first take a look at its background. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse side features two stalks of wheat, which is why it's called the wheat penny. For most of its production years, the wheat penny was made of a copper alloy. However, during World War II, the demand for copper soared, and it was needed for military uses. As a result, the U.S. Mint temporarily switched the composition of the coin from copper to steel in 1943. But in 1944, the U.S. Mint returned to using copper for the penny, making the 1944 coin more similar to its predecessors. While most of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat pennies are composed of regular copper and are still fairly common, a rare version of the coin exists that has become highly sought after by collectors, the 1944 steel penny. This is where things get really interesting. In 1944, there were some significant mistakes made at the U.S. Mint. Some pennies were accidentally struck on steel planchets, leftover blanks from the 1943 steel pennies. These steel pennies were supposed to be phased out after 1943, but a few slipped through the cracks, and some 1944 pennies ended up being made from steel instead of copper. These rare steel pennies are a mistake, a minting error, and that error is what has made them incredibly valuable. Finding one of these 1944 steel pennies is like finding a needle in a haystack. The vast majority of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat pennies are composed of copper, and those made from steel are so rare that they've become a prized item for serious coin collectors. There are only a handful of known 1944 steel pennies in existence, and each one is worth a small fortune. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this rarity, which has created a fascinating market for these coins. The 1944 steel penny can sell for thousands of dollars at auction, depending on its condition. But there is one specific 1944 steel penny that stands out above all the others. In 2019, a 1944 steel penny was sold at auction for an incredible $245,000. That's right, this rare coin fetched a price of $245,000. And its value continues to rise as more people become aware of its rarity and historical significance. This remarkable sale highlights just how valuable mistakes in coin production can become in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to find a 1944 steel penny in your collection or in your pocket change, you may be sitting on a small fortune. But even if you don't, the story of this coin serves as a reminder that sometimes it's the mistakes in history that create the most valuable treasures. So keep your eyes peeled the next time you're searching through your spare change. Who knows? You might just find one of these rare 1944 steel pennies and have a shot at a significant windfall. But if you're just a fan of coin collecting and history, the story of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny is certainly a fascinating chapter in the book of American numismatics. In conclusion, the rarity and historical significance of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny, particularly the steel version, is something that collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts find irresistible. It's a reminder that sometimes the value of something doesn't just come from its age or material, it can come from a simple mistake that makes it one of a kind. And if you come across one of these rare coins, the price you could sell it for might just amaze you, with some reaching as much as $245,000. Top 2. The United States is home to some of the most iconic coins in the world, with the Lincoln Wheat penny being a prime example. First introduced in 1909, these pennies have been a part of American history for over a century, with each coin telling a unique story. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one such coin that has intrigued collectors for decades. While it may not be as rare as some of the other coins in the series, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny still holds significant value for collectors, especially for those who know what to look for. To understand why the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is so important, it's essential to take a step back and explore its history. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was designed by Victor David Brenner, and its obverse features a profile of President Abraham Lincoln. The reverse side, featuring two stalks of wheat, is what gives the coin its iconic name. These pennies were minted from 1909 to 1958, and during this time, they went through various changes in design and composition. By 1954, the design had remained the same for decades, but the coin was still an important part of the American currency system. What makes the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny especially interesting to collectors is the rarity of certain variations, as well as the overall quality of the coins minted in that year. While most 1954 pennies were produced in large quantities and are relatively easy to find, some of them exhibit unique characteristics that make them stand out from the rest. These variations can significantly affect their value. And knowing what to look for is crucial for any collector or investor. One of the most important factors to consider when evaluating the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is the condition of the coin. Like any collectible item, the value of the coin increases when it is in excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are highly sought after in the numismatic world. The grading system used by coin collectors takes into account factors such as the coin's appearance, surface quality, and overall wear. A 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny in mint condition can command a premium price, often much higher than the typical value of a circulated coin. In addition to the condition of the coin, certain mint marks can also impact its value. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at several different locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins with specific mint marks, such as the D mint mark for Denver or the S mint mark for San Francisco, can be more valuable than those without a mint mark or with a Philadelphia mint mark. The scarcity of coins from certain mints can make them more desirable to collectors, and this drives up their value in the market. Now, let's dive into a truly fascinating aspect of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny, one specific coin that made headlines in the world of numismatics. In 2014, a rare 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny was sold at auction for an astounding $215,000. This particular penny had been expertly preserved and was in near-perfect condition. It was also one of the rarest variations, making it incredibly valuable to collectors who were willing to pay top dollar for the opportunity to own such a rare piece of American history. The sale of this coin set a remarkable precedent for the value of high-quality 1954 Lincoln Wheat pennies and showed just how much a well-preserved, rare coin can be worth. What makes this particular sale so remarkable is that it highlights just how valuable even a relatively common coin like the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny can be under the right circumstances. When a coin is in exceptional condition, with a rare mint mark or unique characteristic, it can fetch an incredible price on the open market. This shows that the value of coins is not solely determined by their age or historical significance, but also by their rarity and condition. For many collectors, finding a 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny in excellent condition is a goal worth pursuing. These coins may not be as rare as others, but their historical significance and the potential for high-value sales make them highly sought after. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny offers a glimpse into the rich history of American currency and the incredible value that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny in great condition or with a rare mint mark, you could be holding on to a valuable piece of history. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, with even the most common coins capable of fetching incredible prices. And as we saw with the record-breaking sale of the 1954 penny, a well-preserved coin can be worth as much as $215,000. Top 3. The Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny is one of the most recognizable and iconic coins in the history of U.S. currency. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the wheat penny quickly became a staple of everyday American life. The coin features a portrait of President Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and two stalks of wheat on the reverse, which is why it's often called the wheat penny. Though the coin was produced for decades, today we're going to focus on one specific year that stands out in the world of coin collecting, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny. To understand the significance of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny, it's important to take a look at the coin's history. By 1954, the coin had been in circulation for over 40 years. During this time, the design remained unchanged, and the penny continued to be a workhorse in the U.S. monetary system. At this point, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of these pennies to meet the needs of a growing economy. Despite its widespread production, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny holds particular appeal to collectors for several reasons, especially considering the demand for quality, rare coins. Although the majority of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Pennies are relatively common and can be found in circulation or at most coin shops, there are a few rare factors that make certain examples from this year stand out. The most important factor is the condition of the coin. Just like any other collectible, the quality of the 1954 penny plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, with sharp details, no significant wear, and minimal damage, are far more valuable than those that show signs of age or wear from circulation. Another important factor that contributes to the value of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its mint mark. The U.S. Mint produces coins at various locations across the country, and these locations are identified by mint marks. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Pennies minted in Philadelphia typically do not have a mint mark, while those produced in Denver carry a D mint mark, and those made in San Francisco are marked with an S. Pennies from San Francisco are often more highly sought after by collectors, as they were produced in smaller quantities compared to those from the other mints. However, there's something else that can make the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny even more valuable. Coin collectors know that certain errors or variations in minting can drastically increase a coin's worth. The 1954 penny is no exception. Some examples of this coin feature subtle but significant imperfections or unusual characteristics that make them particularly valuable to collectors. One of the most desirable variations is a 1954 penny with a strong, bold strike and perfect centering, as these are often seen as rare, higher quality examples of the coin. In fact, even a penny with a minor error, such as a double die or a flaw in the design, can fetch a premium price at auction. Now, let's look at how much money one of these rare coins can be worth. Despite being relatively common in circulation, certain 1954 Lincoln Wheat pennies, particularly those in excellent condition or with rare mint marks, have sold for astounding prices at auction. Collectors are willing to pay large sums of money for these pennies because they are not only historically significant but also exceedingly rare in top-tier condition. In 2017, a 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny in near-mint condition fetched an astonishing price at an auction, proving just how valuable these coins can be. While most 1954 pennies are worth just a few cents to a couple of dollars, coins that are in exceptional condition or feature rare errors can skyrocket in value. The most expensive 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny ever sold reached a price of $240,000 at auction. That's right, this rare, high-quality coin was sold for $240,000, making it a highly prized piece of American numismatic history. This sale shows that, even for a coin that seems relatively ordinary at first glance, there is immense potential value. The key to unlocking this value lies in finding well-preserved, error-free, or unusually struck coins. If you happen to come across a 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny in excellent condition or with an unusual minting characteristic, you might be sitting on a valuable treasure. For many coin collectors, the thrill of searching for rare, valuable coins is what makes the hobby so exciting. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny serves as a perfect example of how something as seemingly simple as a penny can hold incredible value, especially when it's rare, well-preserved, or has a minting error. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just getting into the world of coin collecting, this coin is one that you'll want to keep an eye out for in your collection. The story of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny is a reminder of how coins, even those that are frequently seen in circulation, can tell incredible stories and hold unexpected value. So next time you're going through your spare change or looking through coin rolls, keep an eye out for this iconic penny. Who knows? You may be holding on to a rare 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny that could one day be worth as much as $240,000. Top 4. The Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny is a cornerstone in the world of American coinage. a piece of history that has captured the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts for over a century. One of the most fascinating coins in this series is the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny. While it might seem like a regular, everyday penny to most, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. Its history, rarity, and the circumstances surrounding its production have made it a prized possession among coin collectors. So, why exactly does the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny have such value? And what makes it worth so much to the right collector? To understand the significance of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, it's important to recognize the place this coin holds in the larger context of U.S. currency. The Lincoln Wheat penny was first introduced in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features a profile of Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse side showcases two stalks of wheat, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. For almost 5 decades, the coin was in constant circulation and became a staple of American currency. By 1957, the Lincoln Wheat penny was nearing the end of its production run, with the design ultimately being replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial penny. However, the 1957 Wheat penny remains one of the last of its kind. During this time, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of pennies to keep up with the growing demand for small denomination coins. But as it turns out, not all of these pennies were created equal. Like many coins from the era, some 1957 Lincoln Wheat pennies have become incredibly valuable to collectors, especially when they exhibit rare characteristics or are in pristine condition. The first thing to consider when determining the value of a 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny is its condition. The condition of a coin is the most important factor when it comes to its value. Pennies that have been well preserved, free from significant wear, scratches, or discoloration, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. For the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, this is no exception. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are often worth much more than their face value. These coins are highly sought after by collectors who are eager to add high-quality specimens to their collections. Another crucial factor in determining the value of a 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny is its mint mark. The U.S. Mint operates multiple facilities across the country, and each facility marks its coins with a mint mark to indicate where they were produced. The 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with each having a different mint mark. While most 1957 pennies from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, those from Denver are marked with a D, and those from San Francisco are marked with an S. The S mint mark, in particular, often commands a higher value due to its relative scarcity compared to the other two mint marks. However, it's important to note that, even within these variations, some 1957 pennies from all mints stand out for their superior quality. What truly elevates the value of certain 1957 Lincoln Wheat pennies, however, are the rare errors that sometimes occur during the minting process. Mint errors are imperfections that occur when a coin is struck, and these errors can drastically affect the value of the coin. One of the most famous errors for the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny is the double die variety, where the coin features a misalignment of the design, causing the image of Lincoln or the lettering to appear doubled. These types of errors are incredibly rare and can significantly increase the value of the coin. If you come across a 1957 penny with such an error, it could be worth a small fortune, as collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare misprints. While many of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat pennies are relatively easy to find in circulation, those that exhibit certain mint errors, exceptional condition, or unique characteristics can fetch incredible prices at auction. The market for coins like the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny is driven by demand from dedicated collectors who are willing to pay large sums for coins that are in exceptional condition or feature rare variations. In fact, in recent years, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny has seen a surge in interest and value. At a prestigious coin auction in 2018, a rare 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, which was in nearly perfect condition and featured a unique error, was sold for an eye-popping $203,000. Yes, that's right. This seemingly humble penny fetched a whopping $203,000, proving that even a coin as common as the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny can hold incredible value in the right circumstances. What does this mean for collectors and investors? It means that the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, like so many other coins in the world of numismatics, can be far more valuable than its face value suggests. A rare coin in excellent condition or with a notable error can become a highly prized asset, one that can fetch prices well beyond what most people might expect. So, if you're lucky enough to come across a 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny in your spare change, or while going through your coin collection, it's worth taking a closer look. While most of these coins are valued at just a few cents, there are rare exceptions that can command a significant price in the world of coin collecting. A well-preserved coin or one with a minting error could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The next time you're flipping through your pennies, remember that what might seem like just a small, everyday coin could turn out to be a rare treasure. In conclusion, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny represents more than just a small piece of U.S. currency here. It's a symbol of the rich history of American coinage. And while many of these pennies are common, the right example, especially in excellent condition or with an error, can be worth as much as $203,000. So keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when you might come across a penny that could make you a small fortune.